in 2023 we had so many new hair tools come out. Like, I'm shocked with this list. Like, there's at least maybe like 20 hair tools in here. And can we just give a huge shout out to T3 Micro for coming out with at least 4 hair tools this year. Like, that is crazy. So to T3 Micro, because they had some exciting stuff come out this year. So I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you guys, and I'm sorry if I maybe missed the hair tool or two in this list. I probably missed a couple, but these were the ones that I tried out and the ones that I maybe used the most in 2023. Some of these for me were okay and some of them were great. So I will be completely honest with you guys. So let's get right into it. The first one that we're gonna talk about is the GHD Duet Style. By the way, I'm just gonna put videos up here. This list is very, very long. So this hair tool really surprised me because it was like the first one that kind of came out like this, and then other ones came out. I'm sure that they were all kind of like in the works for years, but the GHD Duet Style was very fun to try out. So it's basically like a flat iron. So it's going to blow air to dry your hair, and then you can switch it to another mode that is going to turn into like a flat iron. The plates are going to get super hot and you are going to be able to use it as a regular flat iron. So it's like a 2-in-1 hair tool, which is super cool. In my opinion, I don't use it that much just because I don't usually go for like that super straight look. I mean, as you can see, I have a little bit of bounce on my hair. Like, I just like a little bit more volume. So I don't usually reach for hair tools that just give me a very straight, like pin straight look. It's just not really like my vibe most of the time. But I also just feel like it took me so long to dry my hair with the GHD Duet Style. You are supposed to use it on pretty damp hair. You're supposed to dry your hair with 3 passes. I just didn't feel like that happens with me. I felt like I had to do so many more passes to dry my hair completely, and I would take my time with each pass. I don't know, I have very curly hair, so maybe that's why it took me a little bit longer to straighten it. I really did like the straightener part of the GHD Duet Style because I just got a very quick, sleek look. Like, I'm able to straighten my hair with that hair tool in like 10 minutes. It's crazy. Like, after I blow out my hair, of course. But I also didn't love the price point. Like, $400 is a lot of money, and I just feel like I didn't really use that hair tool much after a couple of times. I maybe used it like 3-4 times, and that was about it. Moving on to the Revlon Blowout Curls. So surprisingly, I really do like this attachment. I don't use it that much anymore. Like, I tend to go for maybe like my Dyson Airwrap, which will give me like pretty similar curls, maybe even better, and it is a lot more gentle on my hair. Like, this attachment for the blowout curls, it feels like almost like a curling barrel, but it doesn't get that hot like a curling barrel, and you are able to use it on wet hair. But I would never use it on wet hair. I would always use it on dry hair, just because I always felt like the iron was like a metal material, so I just felt like it would get very hot after a while, and that with the high heat setting would just like be too much for my hair. I just didn't want to like burn my hair. But I do really like the curls that I would get with this hair tool, and I would usually use it in the medium heat setting and on completely dry hair, and I would get very nice blowout curls. I do really like that the hair tool is very affordable, but I don't like that you can't buy the attachment separately. Like, why? Why, Revlon? If you could just sell this attachment for like 20 bucks, I feel like so many people would buy it just to be able to use it with their Revlon Plus base. So yeah, having to buy the whole hair tool with the base and everything just to be able to use the attachment, like, I feel like a lot of people won't do that. So I like the results. I like the hair tool kind of. I just don't love that it's not really like available to purchase separately. Like, why? Like, that would be so nice. But anyways, let's move on to T3 Micro Curl Switch Trio. So, oh my god. So you see this burn right here? I actually burned my face using this hair tool, which it's not the hair tool's fault. It's my fault because I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to like smooth out my roots instead of just using a flat iron or something else. I accidentally touched my face and burned my face. I tend to burn myself pretty often with curling irons, curling wands. I sometimes burn my fingers. I burned my face this time, which this is very rare. Like, this never happens. But sometimes I do burn my ear, like up here. So just be very careful with curling irons and curling wands, especially curling wands. I feel like since you have to use both hands, sometimes I touch the barrel on accident and then I burn my fingers. But this T3 Micro kit is so so nice. I mean, the curls that I was getting were like so beautiful. And this kit, they have 2 kits, but this one brings a 1/2 inch barrel, which you can use on like your natural curls just to define your curls if they need a little bit of love, a little bit of help. So I really like that attachment. And it also brings a 1.5 inch barrel, I believe. I really like this kit. I think this is an amazing hair tool. T3 Micro is like, I feel like the queen of curling irons. They really do have amazing curling irons, and I love that most of them are interchangeable, so you're able to use the same base and just switch out the attachments, so you're able to get different looks with different barrel sizes. T3 Micro has so many cool options when it comes to curling irons, and I really love this one. And I mean, the quality is amazing. These hair tools are gonna last you such a long time, especially the curling irons. Now let's move on to the Drybar, the Curl Party, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember if this came out in 2023. I feel like it did, maybe in the beginning of 2023, or if it came out in 2022. I discovered it in 2023, and I think it came out in 2023. But I really like this hair tool. I feel like I've tried a lot of heated round brushes. I don't love the rubbery bristles because if you don't use it right, it might pull your hair a little bit. So make sure to wrap the hair, unwrap the hair, and then when you get to the ends, you're gonna twist the hair tool like vertically. And that's gonna give you a nice little curl on the ends, and then it's gonna give you some volume at the top. I really like the hair tool. I like that it gives me very tight curls. I also really like that you can use it in different heat settings, but I do feel like I reach for other heated round brushes more than that one. I don't know why. I just feel like the other ones give me more of like that blowout look, and this one gives me tighter curls. So I don't know, I just feel like with heated round brushes, I do prefer to get like that more like voluminous blowout look with that hair tool. If I want a tighter curl, I might just use another hair tool. But yeah, if you like this type of look, then definitely check it out. And if you learn how to use it in a way that it doesn't pull your hair, you should be fine. Just remember the wrap, unwrap, wrap, unwrap. Don't pull from the top, from the roots, because that is going to pull your hair. Another T3 Micro hair tool that came out in 2023 was the T3 Micro Featherweight StyleMax dryer. So this one actually gave me a beautiful blowout. It is very light. Like if you don't like heavy blow dryers, heavy hair tools, then you're definitely gonna love this blow dryer. It really does feel super light, and I feel like it gets pretty hot, and it gave me a very sleek blowout. I don't use it that much just because I blow out my hair with other hair tools now. Maybe sometimes the Dyson Supersonic, sometimes the Dyson Airwrap, the T3 Micro Airbrush. So yeah, I have been using other hair tools to blow out my hair, but that one is also an amazing hair tool. I mean, I've used it a couple times and it does give me quick blowouts. It feels super light. My arms don't get super tired when I use it. And I feel like T3 Micro hair tools are super gentle on my curly hair, and their hair tools don't really like damage my hair over time. So I really like T3 Micro. They have amazing stuff. Another T3 Micro hair tool that came out in 2023 is the T3 Micro Singlepass StyleMax. So this is the 1-inch flat iron. I really like this. Like, I love this flat iron. It was actually in my favorites of 2023 for flat irons, that video. I'm going to be linking it down below. I included 4 of my favorite flat irons of 2023 in that video, and this was in that list. So yeah, it's a very nice flat iron, and oh my god, have you seen the curls that you can get with that flat iron? Like, you literally get the most beautiful defined curl with this flat iron. Like, it literally has a feature, like a button that you can press to use just to curl your hair. Like, that's how cool this flat iron is. And I really like how it just glides through my hair. It is so gentle on my hair. Like, it does not pull my hair at all, and it gives me so much shine. Yeah, this flat iron is so worth it. I think this flat iron and the T3 Airbrush were like the best T3 Micro hair tools of 2023 because they're just really nice. They're like next level. Like, I'm just shocked with the curls that that I get with this flat iron. Like, these are literally the most beautiful curls that I have ever gotten with a flat iron. Like, it's very hard to get nice bouncy curls with a flat iron. Like, I wouldn't mind using that straightener over a curling iron to curl my hair. So this is kind of like a twin-one hair tool, so it's so worth it. Okay, moving on to another hair tool that came out in 2023, the one and only Dyson Airstrait. So the Dyson Airstrait, I have like mixed feelings about it. Like, I really like it, but like it gives me a quick dry. It is a powerful hair dryer, but at the same time it gives me just a very sleek, straight, like pin straight look. And like I said, I prefer a little bit of bounce, a little bit of volume. So I don't really use it that much just because you can only literally straighten your hair with it. And the technology is crazy. It is super cool because it's a blow dryer, so you're technically like straightening your hair but with air. So that already is like super cool. Like, I love that. But I just don't reach for it that much because I prefer to do my hair with a round brush. Like a round brush attachment, a blow dryer brush, a round brush, and a blow dryer. It just gives me more body, more volume. I just don't love that super straight, flat look. But if you are into that, this is definitely probably one of the better hair tools that are going to give you a super straight blowout. So there's other ones that came out, like the GHD, even the Revlon came out with their own version of this, and I still feel like the Dyson is more powerful, it's more strong, it just dries your hair super quickly, and I just feel like it gives me better results and it's just easier to use. I just like it more than the other hair tools that are similar to this one, like the GHD Duet Style and the Revlon Airstrait. It's good, I just don't use it that much, but it is a good hair tool. Like, the way that they just designed that hair tool and how quickly it dries your hair, like, it's just crazy. But anyways, let's move on to the next hair tool. So the next one on my list is the Revlon Airstrait. So I kind of talked about it a little bit just now. I just feel like this was a complete flop in my opinion. I am so sorry, but I just did not like this. I did not like this hair tool at all. I just feel like this brush that it brings is just so rough on my hair. It was just pulling my hair so much. It took me so long to dry my hair. It did not give me a super straight look, especially comparing it to the GHD Duet Style and the Dyson Airstrait. Like, it comes like nowhere near those two hair tools. I'm sorry. I know it's very affordable, and you know, we can't compare a Revlon hair tool to a Dyson and a GHD hair tool that are hundreds of dollars more than the Revlon, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. And I like Revlon hair tools. Like, I have so many that I really love, but that one I just didn't love, so that was a big flop for me. Moving on to a Ionic hair tool, the Ionic long curling barrel in the 1.5 inch size. I just love using a 1.5 inch barrel. I feel like it gives me such beautiful curls, and I actually used a 1.5 inch barrel today, but I didn't use that one because I tried this one for the first time. This is a Tymo one. I mean, the curls that you get are just so like loose and beautiful, and they just look very natural. So yeah, I did like that hair tool. I feel like if you had to choose one out of the 3 sizes, either the 1 inch, 1.25, or the 1.5, for me, I prefer the 1.25 just because I'm able to do more with it. I can create a looser curl, a tighter curl. If I leave the hair on the hair tool for a little bit longer, if I clip and set my curls for a little bit longer, I can get a tighter curl, and it's not like super tight like the 1 inch. The 1 inch is nice as well. You do get a tighter, longer lasting curl with that one. I don't know, I just kind of prefer the 1.25 if I had to choose one out of the 3. I do like all of them because I feel like they all give you different looks, so it really depends on what you're looking for. I think the 1.5 was also a very nice addition to my collection of the Ionic long curling barrels because I have all 3 of them now, and I really like all of them because they all give me a different look, a different curl. But if I had to choose one, I would go with the 1.25. Moving on to the viral Wavytalk heated round brush. So I don't know if this came out in 2023, but it definitely went viral in 2023. Like, people were going crazy about this hair tool, including myself. And I still use it a lot. Like, I used it last week. Like, I use it so much, and I do feel like it's worth it. I really do like it. I know some people have like mixed feelings about it. Some people don't really like it. They feel like it pulls their hair a lot, but for me, I do have very thick hair, so maybe that's why I don't notice a lot of pulling, and I feel like it is very gentle on my hair. But also, you have to be careful with how you use this hair tool. You can't pull from the top. You have to also do the unwrap, wrap, unwrap. Like, you have to do that method so so that your hair doesn't get like pulled and you don't break off your hair. I just feel like a lot of people are maybe using it wrong and that's why they don't love it that much, but I've heard mixed feelings about it. Like some people love it, some people hate it. I freaking love it. I think it is so worth it, and it's only like $35–40. So yeah, it's just so worth it, and it's a very nice way to polish your blowout, like just add a little bit of extra heat to give it a little bit more of shine and to make it last longer and to give it a little bit of a curl. So yeah, definitely recommend the Wavytalk heat around brush. Definitely check it out. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm gonna be linking everything down below, of course. But anyways, let's move on to the T3 Micro Curl Wrap. I really wanted to love it, but honestly it's okay. Like there's a couple things that I don't like about it. I feel like the clamp is a little bit too long and it hits my finger a lot when it rotates. So the buttons are like almost like under the clamp, so you have to touch the buttons, and then when this rotates it like hits your finger. So I just feel like the placement of the clamp and the buttons, I don't know, it's a little bit hard to use. So yeah, obviously it gives you beautiful curls just like all the other T3 Micro curling irons, but I just feel like the way that you use it and the buttons and the clamp is just not my favorite. So I kind of prefer to reach for another hair tool to curl my hair. So yeah, for me that is not really my favorite T3 Micro hair tool. I'm sure that with time you can get used to it and kind of like make sure to keep your finger pretty low, maybe at an angle or something. Moving on to another hair tool that I honestly don't really love that much, but again, it's not bad. It's the Shark Smoothstyle. I like the thermal mode. Like I really like the heated round brush mode. I love that, but at the same time I don't really love too much the size of the brush. I just feel like it's too big to blow out all my hair. The bristles are very long, so for blowing out my hair from wet to dry hair, I feel like it is a little tiny bit rough on my hair, I'm gonna be honest. But I do really like the heated mode, like the heated round brush mode. I wish that the brush was a little bit smaller so that I can get closer to my roots. I wish that the bristles were also a little tiny bit shorter so that I can get closer to my roots. Sometimes when I use this hair tool, my roots are not the smoothest, but I love that it is a 2-in-1 hair tool, and I feel like if you have more wavy hair, you might like it more than me, because my very curly roots need to get super flat, and sometimes big brushes just don't do that for me. So I do like that it is a 2-in-1 hair tool. I like that it has a medium heat setting. That is also a big plus. I like the price too. At $100 you do get a 2-in-1 hair tool, which is like not very common. I feel like most 2-in-1 hair tools are like a little bit more pricey and they don't do what this hair tool does. Like you can literally style your hair from wet to dry hair and then use that same hair tool. Like if Shark came out with a different version of this hair tool with a smaller brush, I feel like that would be amazing. Moving on to the T3 Micro Airbrush. So I kind of did talk about this already, but I really like this. This is like so good. Like this is an amazing blow dryer. I really like the oval brush. I like the bristles, boar and nylon bristles, and I like that it has 3 different heat settings, a cool shot and 2 speed settings. And this gets very hot. Like it gives me a very smooth blowout, and in my opinion it is definitely better than the Airbrush Duo. So I really like this because I feel like it was made for thicker hair and more like curly hair, because this really does smooth out my hair way better than the T3 Airbrush Duo. But if you do have thin wavy hair, stick to the Airbrush Duo. It might feel better on your hair, but I just need a little bit of more heat. I definitely prefer a brush like this and also a heat setting that gets a little bit hotter. This one definitely gets hotter than the Airbrush Duo, than the original. So this one works. This one works for me and I really like it. Moving on to another Shark hair tool, the Shark Speedstyle. So I actually really like this hair tool, and I love how lightweight it is. Like it is super small, lightweight. It's very powerful. It has so many different attachments. I love the nozzle attachment. That's my favorite one. There's so many attachments to choose from. It also has this rapid gloss attachment. This is kind of like a flyaway attachment, so it is going to help bring down these baby hairs. And every time I use this blow dryer, it gives me very quick blowouts. Like it is so tiny but so powerful. So if you're looking for a nice blow dryer, just like a regular blow dryer, this is a great option. I really like it. You can also get the diffuser attachment, which is also a big plus. But yeah, I really do like this hair tool. I feel like it is very similar to the Shark Hyper Air, but better and smaller and lighter. Moving on to the Conair Curl Secret. So this curling hair tool is so nice. Like, I really like it, and I use this so much, and I love how quickly I'm able to curl all my hair. But these curls will last you the entire day, and this hair tool is so easy to use. The only thing is that you can take very big sections, but I'm still able to curl my hair in like less than 15 minutes, and so the curls last you all day. Like, they really do last you so long. But a big plus about this hair tool is that you don't have to be scared of burning your fingers or burning your face or burning anything, you know, because you don't ever touch the barrel. You don't ever get close to the barrel. Like, this hair tool curls your hair for you. It literally sucks in your hair and it's gonna curl it. It can curl to the right, to the left, alternate. It has 3 different curl settings. You can get defined, loose, or wavy curls. And yeah, I've used this so much, like so much, especially like towards the end of the year, because I just discovered it like in September. So I definitely started using it more towards the end of the year, but let me tell you, I have used this hair tool a lot, like so much. Okay, so I only have 2 more hair tools on my list. So the next one is the new Dyson Airwrap for curly hair, like that kit with the diffuser attachment, the round brush attachment, the bigger one. It's kind of new, even though it's like a Dyson Airwrap has been out for years, but this kit is new with the new attachments. So I wanted to include it in this video because I think it is so worth it. I really like this hair tool. Like, I didn't think I was going to use it so much, and here I am using it almost every time I blow my hair. I was kind of skeptical of this attachment because the other one was so tiny, the original, and I just would always use the paddle brush attachment and then the small round brush, and it would just take me so long to dry my hair. But now I only use this attachment and I'm able to dry all my hair in like 40-45 minutes, which is not bad at all for me. So yeah, I really like it. It gives me very smooth blowouts. I'm able to use the curling barrels to curl my hair afterwards if I wanted to. If I wanted to leave my hair natural, I can use the diffuser attachment. So yeah, it's very nice. And I'm so bummed that this bigger round brush attachment is still not available to purchase separately. Like, how? Like, everybody wants to buy this already. Everybody. Like, just make this available to purchase separately already, because I really want you guys to be able to buy this and try it out and love it just as much as I do. But I don't want you guys to have to buy the whole kit like I did. But it was worth it. And I didn't have the new Dyson Airwrap. I only had the old one. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. And I don't regret it. I really like it. So last but not least, the fabulous Studio Design Standing Hot Rollers. This one, I'm not crazy about it, I'll be honest. I feel like it gave me some volume, some bounce. Just like with other hot rollers though, like the curls don't last that long and they do kind of fall right away. So I wasn't expecting these curls to like last too long, because I feel like that always happens with hot rollers. But I also just feel like the standing hot rollers is just not very convenient. Like, I have mine standing right here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to film this so you guys can see. I literally don't know where to put this. It's supposed to be an easier way to store them and stuff and save space, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I feel like it's just so big. Overall, not bad. I feel like it gave me beautiful results, but it's just kind of hard to like store. The smaller the hair tool and the easier that I can just put everything away, the better, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. It was definitely like super long, but yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year. I think I'm posting this like right before New Year, so Happy New Year. I love you guys. Thank you for an amazing 2023. This year has been crazy, and like I'm just shocked with like everything that has happened in 2023 and all the amazing opportunities because of you guys. So thank you. I'll see you guys next year. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.